Hey there and happy Tuesday. So I'm bringing you some inspiration for a retiring product. And as I go through my retiring list and kind of get sad about things that are retiring, I'm like, well, I can make the most of it and show you some more ideas with things before they go away or before you see the idea and can no longer purchase it, because that always tends to be the saddest thing, is when you find something and you like it and then realize that you can't buy it anymore. So I want to show you some products that are retiring using this card here. So I'll be making this card and then showing you one new product for sure, and then some retiring products. And I'll also mention the ones that are on sale too, because that's always fun when you can find something and say, hey, that's on sale. Hi there, Lois. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Lisa. And I am caught up on my iPad here, so I'm going to put that down and then move my camera around here. I feel like I've got some more space behind the scenes. I have been rearranging my craft room, which isn't always easy to do when I don't have big chunks of time, and when I also know that I want to do some live videos, so I don't want things too messy or crazy. Okay, so here is today's card for you guys. So I'm bringing in some pops of red. I always love how red and gray go together. So I'm forcing in some gray to make it coordinate. Hi there, Joyce. Because like I usually go with my pattern paper, my pretty papers, to see something that might be something that I can inspire my color combination. And really, like, there's no gray on here, but I really wanted to do the watering can in smoky slate and then bring in some of these gray things. And like maybe the shadow here is about the closest I see to gray, but I like to show you like my reasoning why I do what I do and why I did what I did. So to find things in the mini catalog here, so just keep in mind things are until June 30th or while supplies last, and since we've almost hit the midway point of June, things could disappear, so I don't want you to be too sad. So let me show you, let's see, I think I have things marked here. Yes, on page 30 here is where we will see the Flowering Rainboots bundle. So you'll see both the dies and the Rainboots there on page 30. So that's where the watering can is coming from. And I've used this set quite a bit, and you might go, you know what, she's using that again. That's how much I love this. I love the stamp set. So I'm showing you one more chance with that. And then when I go back to the Dutchy looking windmill things, that's where the pretty paper's coming in here on page 15. And then the stamp set, when I wanted to make a thank you with this, and I really like kind of just the way this, with the busy background, this sentiment pops because of that font. And so I liked that. This set, it surprises me because it's one of the very popular ones from this mini catalog on page 51. It's called Happy and Heartfelt. It's one of the most popular ones that people purchase. So I was kind of excited when so many people liked it as much as I did, but then kind of sad when people can't get it after June 30th. So keep that in mind. And I did look up all these products because sometimes I get all excited about like using things before they retire, and then find out like after my video that it wasn't available after all. But these things are all available. So the stamp sets, like the bundles, the regular price, the stamp sets, that regular price. And let me just double check, because sometimes the dies will be a different, let's see, Rainboots dies. Sometimes the dies will be a different price, but I'm not seeing that, and I don't want to waste your time looking, but yet I kind of do like to look. Here we go, Rainboots dies, just in case. Nope, they're not on sale either. So I just like to let you know in case there is some kind of savings, because sometimes the stamp sets will be on a surprise sale, or even the dies are so cheap that it's cheaper to buy the stamp set and dies separate than the 10% bundle. But so the stamp sets and the bundles are regular price. This is on sale. Hi there, Linda, and hello, Avenel, and I saw somebody else, Jeannie, come on here. Hello, hello. I hope I pronounced your name right. The pretty paper, this is on sale, and then these Home and Heart doilies are on sale too. I like these are normally very inexpensive at $5. They're on sale for $4.50. I'm pulling in some red faux ribbon, faux linen ribbon, and that's on sale also. This is found in that same mini catalog, and it's in with the Valentine products. And these I'm really sad about because I feel like I use these all the time. I went through packages, believe it or not, of these polished dots. These are on sale like for $5.25, I think it was, too. Oh, I'm glad you found me. Thanks so much for joining in. I did see that you liked my page, so now you should be able to see me more often too, or be able to find me or something. So, okay, the polished dots, they're on sale too. I love these because these are Calypso Coral, but I love how they coordinate so well with Petal Pink, Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, just kind of a nice muted tone, and then same with, you know, the more clear version here too. So those are on sale. But let me set those things aside and get to making the card for you guys. But don't feel like I'm doing my job if I don't tell you about the sales, right? Okay, so I'm pulling in this color combination here. So I've got some basic white going on, and then this is basic gray. And like I said, when you see this, you see lots of, like, you know, the pinks, the reds, the whites, the greens, and even some blue back there. But I really thought it would be fun to have just a soft look with the Home and Heart doilies. And so once I knew I wanted that, because that coordinates with the watering can, that's when I brought this in. And I thought that the real red, even though that's not listed on the back of the packaging for this designer series paper, I thought that made the basic gray really pop. So the color that they recommended, and I like to let you know, is the Poppy Parade, which that looks gorgeous with that. But I just thought, oh, it's just not quite the same pop with the gray. Kind of then looks a little too orangey, and I wanted something red. And then once I found out that I liked the red, I'm like, ooh, let's use some of this before it disappears to the real red ribbon. So that's kind of how I came up with my decisions. And I always like to let you guys know why I come up with my decisions, because sometimes the reason I come up with the card isn't right or wrong. It's just why I did it. Hi there, Jill. Hi, Tori. Thanks for joining in. And Mary Jo, too. Right, got a lot of you joining me this Tuesday afternoon. So I think what I'm going to do is start with my stamping. And the Rainboots stamp set is photopolymer, so I always want to get out my Stampin' Pierce mat. And for the ink, I'm going to use Smoky Slate, a little bit lighter than the basic gray. And for this, I'm just going to need this piece here of the basic white cardstock. Actually, I'll kind of put my ink pad like that, because then that'll fit my watering can on better. And the reason I think I love this, and I go through this with you guys quite often, the reason I love this stamp set, it's a distinctive stamp set. So you can see here all the different color variations on just one stamped image. And then Tori, that is funny, I am using gray again today to match my nails. I didn't even think about that. But here, now I'm going to put my nails right next to the watering can, and here next to this. There we go. Okay, so what I love about the distinctive ink pads is one ink pad color, one stamp, and you ink it up, you stamp it out, and look at all the different color variations. And I think the part that always amazes me the most, it almost becomes magical, is how it outlines. Like it looks like it still has an outline, even though it is still just one ink pad. So that's pretty fun. I love the distinctive ink pads for that reason. So let me put that back, and then I'm going to run this through my cut and emboss machine, because that's the only thing that I'm going to need it for. So I'm just going to do that right away. So these are part of the bundle. These are the Rainboots dies. And if you remembered, I've used these quite a bit to make flowers and borders and rain boots and just different things. Like, I haven't used that little garden claw. I feel like I'm saving it. If you know me, I'm a big gardener. And so that's like a big tool that I have in my lineup on the daily. Okay, so I'm just going to lay that down here and put my die on top, and then run that through here, and then that'll be good to go, like so. Oops, ta-da, bent a little bit. There we go. I'll lay that down and then set that aside. Like I said, that's all I needed for that. And now we can kind of do a lot with assembling here. I'm going to put this pretty paper, which I cut, this is 3.75 by 5 inches here. And I'm going to put my tape on this. And then I'm going to mat that on the basic gray layer here, and my basic layer, or excuse me, basic gray layer then is 1/4 inch more, so that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And before I put this on my card base, which is, like I said, the real red folded this way, so 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, I'm going to put that ribbon around it. So this is where we have the real red faux linen ribbon. Like I said, it's kind of in the beginning of the mini catalog. It's on sale now. It's with those Valentine things. I love this linen ribbon because it's so easy to work with and tie. And I'm just going to try and get it over as far as I can off to the side. And not that that's too important, because I can always adjust, and I'll kind of show you how I cheat and do that too. So I'll just put it there, and then take my ribbon cutting scissor and kind of just trim here at an angle like so. And so say I had put my ribbon here in the middle, like that'd be a kind of a silly place to put that, and I want it towards the edge. All I do is take and squeeze this, and maybe you guys know that, and then I just kind of scoot it off to where I want it, like so. And then I'm not pulling on it, because sometimes if you pull on this, well, what happens is you end up like tearing or gouging into your cardstock. But if you kind of give it that little valley there, then you can scoot it easily around on that. So got that as close to the edge as I want that to be. And now this can go on my card base here with just some more adhesive. I'm just going to jump that ribbon there like so. And that's ready to go. And then I can finish assembling kind of the rest of the card too. So having that little double layer here goes really quick and easy. And then next I'm going to take a new product, and this is called the Decorative Circle Punch. It's from the annual catalog here. I just love this because I think there's going to be a lot of potential for different things to use it with, and it's just kind of a vague little shape. But I'm going to punch this out with some basic white cardstock, nothing fancy. And then I'm going to put that on top of here. So this was going to, you know, I liked this, and then I'll show you too what I did. I thought about bringing in some more red and doing it red on gray, and then the watering can like so. But I kind of actually liked the white. I felt like it gave us a crisp look for springtime, which finally has arrived. It's hot here. It went from cold to hot, just like that. That's what it does in Minnesota. Okay, and so I'm just putting that on top here. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals here and just put one on the tip of the watering can, and kind of just four corner the rest of the dimensionals here like so, and rip those off and take that away. And now this can go right on here like so. Like I said, I just liked the white look that it gave on the doily. So before I put this on now, because there's ribbon, not that this is super thick, but I sometimes like to just add another layer of dimensionals to kind of have this be a little gully or valley to go through. So I'm just going to put this upside down here, and then add 1, 2, 3, 4 more dimensionals, like I said, with a little space going through the middle here for ribbon. So even though this isn't super thick ribbon, it's a good practice to keep when you have bulkier ribbon or thicker ribbon or wider ribbon, because then it just lays so nice and flat underneath that little tunnel that we've given it there. And then for my sentiment, that's going to be that quick and easy thing here. The real red I'm going to open up and bring over my stamp that says thank you from Happy and Heartfelt. I'm just going to put that on a scrap here of the basic white, and then pull over my double oval punch. This carried over a while ago, and I'm so glad it carried over again into the annual catalog. And I'm just going to take, oops, I stamped it up too high. Let me restamp that just a little bit lower. I'm going to make sure it's dry. There we go. Now it's going to fit in that lower one like so. And then I'm going to just bring this right back in with a strip of basic gray and just give that a punch so that we have that to layer on there. So I'll flip that over so that I can get that going on basic gray. And then I'll tip this over and put a couple more dimensionals on the back to pop that up so it kind of matches the popped up image of what I've done so far. And also just because the floral arrangement of that paper is kind of busy, so just kind of giving it a pop off of that's kind of nice there. So there we have that coordinating with that. And I did want to bring in, like I said, those embellishments because they're on sale, and I got excited about that. I shared with you what I'm going to embellish with already. And so these are the polished dots. Like I said, I think they're originally like $7.50, something like that. I think they're $5 1/4 now. It was kind of cute. I was helping somebody place an order not too long ago, and she goes, oh, they're only $5 1/4. Well, instead of one, I'll take 3 packages. I feel like that's how I am when it comes to embellishments, because then once I get carried away with putting them on my project, I don't feel so guilty for using so many. So I'm just going to take one of the larger ones and then the smaller one, kind of just frame this side, and then just take a smaller one for the opposite side and just kind of put that on there. Kind of like that clear look for the card, just adds a little subtlety because, like I said, the paper's so busy, but it almost looks like a raindrop or dew or something on there, like a little water pellet. And now for the inside, I'm going to use that same stamp set and kind of coordinate for the inside. And to go along with thank you, I'm going to stamp out being awesome is just your thing. I think that sometimes for thank yous, I'm kind of sending these out for those that have been ordering using my host code, this host code this month. But sometimes when it comes to thank yous, I like to just do a blank inside. And with this one, I thought, okay, being awesome is just your thing. It still can be very versatile. Sometimes thank you is for a thing or a gift you've given. Sometimes thank you can be for just listening and being a person, or thank you can be for maybe an act of bringing over a meal or something like that. So I felt like this being awesome is just your thing kind of fit all of those reasons why you might be thanked or want to thank someone, that way. So I like that, how it goes along with that. So thanks, Tori. And that I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on like so. And I'm just going to do that. I thought about carrying over that water can because if you know me, I love to try and carry over something from the inside, from the outside to the inside like so, but yet I kind of just like this being front and center, being awesome is just your thing, and having the focus being on just that sentiment for the inside. So there's a quick and easy card for you guys to give you some inspiration, show you some products before they disappear so you don't go, how did I miss that, right? Okay, so My goal is to get 3 cards in for you this week just for some inspiration. So I think tomorrow I should be back in the afternoon again with some idea, and I probably will be bringing you something that will be retiring again, just like I said, to keep flowing through the retiring list of things that I have and to give you some more ideas before things disappear. So thanks, Arlene, that was really fun. And so have a good evening, and if you have some things that you need and want to use the host code, what I'm doing is anybody that's ordering, I'm just sending out a 3-pack of cards that I'm doing this month as a thank you. And then for those of you that might need help, just I'll be plugging in that host code. There's no competition. There's no other hostesses that have stepped up to be an online or virtual hostess or regular hostess with me right now. So I'll just plug that in and make sure that you guys get the thank you rewards for that for ordering. So, but please reach out if you have any questions with the retiring catalog. Hopefully the new mini catalog celebration brochure will be coming out to you guys in your mailbox soon. That'll be exciting. So I'm hoping that you get it so you can be as excited as I am about it. So take care. See you again.